What's up, guys? So, on this particular video, we'll be discussing about Nepal in the month of January 2026. So, this video will be covering the places that you should be visiting, the weather and the temperature in Nepal in various parts, the road condition. Overall, is it a good time to be visiting Nepal, the budget, and most of all, what is the kind of gear that you need for Nepal in the month of January 2026? So now we'll start off with the weather. So now remember the month of January is winter time in Nepal. So by default, carry your woolen wear. If you are someone who likes shopping, let me get straight to the point over here. Nepal is paradise for people who like shopping. You'll find plenty of crazy winter gear all around Nepal, starting with Tamil and Kathmandu. Even if you go when you go to Pokhara, you'll find plenty of good things to shop. So by default, if you like shopping, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, do not overpack. Do not even carry your woolen wear. Just carry a long sleeves t-shirt. Go to Nepal, and shopping will drive you crazy. You'll find really cool stuff for the internet, and it is going to amaze you. So now getting back to the weather, the days are extremely dry, but the nights are extremely cold. So you can expect the temperature to range in the daytime anywhere between, I would say, 15 to 20 degrees. That is in Kathmandu and Pokhara. In the night, the temperature will drop to as low as even 5-6 degrees in Pokhara, while in Kathmandu it will be anywhere between 9 to 10. The temperature dip in Kathmandu is higher. Sorry, the temperature is generally higher in Kathmandu because it's a city, while in Pokhara, because of the lake, the temperature drops a little bit more. Places like Chitwan are much more warmer because it's more towards the plateau area. Now, remember, when you go up to the high end mountain regions, it's going to be cold, it's going to be freezing cold, and it might be even snowing in some villages up in the mountains. So, decide and go accordingly. Do not travel to Nepal without a clear cut plan because you're going to end up in circles. It's not one of the easiest places to travel around without having a plan, even though it's a small country. Now, when it comes to the road condition, remember the Pokhara to Kathmandu road is very badly done up. It's not yet done up. I would say it's still a muddy road for 70% of the journey. It's going to take a while to be complete. So check out for flight deals. You might get a really cheap flight from Kathmandu to Pokhara, which will be even cheaper than a bus. Taking a AC tourist bus is your next best option. The AC tourist bus is the best way to travel personally from Kathmandu to Pokhara, but just make sure that you book with an agency that assures you the bus is AC. Sometimes they book you on a bus, and on the day you arrive, the bus seems like an AC bus, but when it leaves Kathmandu, you're not going to have AC in the bus. Then it's going to be like a sitting in a microwave. So do not book anything without an AC bus. The sofa seat buses are the best. They are the luxury buses, and they are very comfortable. The journey from Kathmandu to Pokhara will take you anywhere between 10 to 12 hours, depending on the traffic. The roads are horrible. Even though the journey time is not much, it's because of the really bad road condition it takes this long. Now, when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, three places that I would ideally suggest everyone to visit in Nepal is by default Kathmandu, Pokhara, and without doubt Chitwan. Chitwan National Park Safari is a must do. If you have the time, you can do two safaris. One is the elephant safari, and the other one is jeep safari. But make sure that you're going to Chitwan, I would say midweek, because on the weekends it's pretty crowded with a lot of local crowd. Pokhara is a beautiful place that you should be spending a minimum, I would say, of 2 nights. If you can spend 3 nights in Pokhara, because it's the kind of place that the more you stay, that it'll start growing into you. And the night vibe of Pokhara is unbelievable. There are plenty of lakeside cafes, there are restaurants, there's plenty of things to do in Pokhara, be it in the day, be it in the night. It's up to you. Do not miss out on taking the boat ride in Pokhara. It's a lovely experience. Now, when it comes to the gear, since I mentioned it's a winter month, by default you need winter clothing. You need your sunglasses, UV protected. Do not buy them from Nepal. Buy them from India or wherever you're coming from. And at the same time, carry your cold cream, carry your lip balm, carry your sunscreen, and have a very good pair of shoes. Shoes with a good grip are mandatory when you're traveling to Nepal. It's a hilly terrain and you need to do a lot of walking. So coming there without a good pair of shoes is going to be a nightmare. Carry even rubber slippers. These will come very handy when you're going for a bath, because by default the temperature is going to be cold and the bathroom is going to be extremely cold, and you do not want to catch a cold because you're standing on a cold ground. Hence, carry a pair of rubber slippers which can be used in your room and inside the bathroom. Do not rely on your rooms to give you these slippers. Some might have, some might not. Now, when it comes to essentials that you need your first aid kit, your medical supply. A very important thing for all those who are traveling to Nepal from India is that in Nepal, your Indian debit card and credit cards do not work. So, by default, you will need to have cash on you. So, it's always advisable to carry plenty of cash. But again, there's a flip side to this. In Nepal, they do not accept 500 rupee notes, so you'll have to roam with 100 rupee notes. And carrying 100 rupee notes in a large chunk from India is going to be a pain because of the amount of notes that you're going to have to carry. There is a simple workaround to this. If you can manage and get maybe maybe $200-300 with you, that would come really handy. Dollars, euros, or pounds go a long way, because what you can do is you can carry with you, like, say, around $300 if you're going for a week, and then go to Nepal and exchange it for Nepali rupees, and then your life will become really easy. This is the most easiest and the most seamless hack that I would suggest anyone who's traveling to Nepal to do. And the other thing is that when you're in Nepal, most places and every place you're staying, even the dabas that you stop for chai or for coffee, will have Wi-Fi. But if you are someone who needs internet throughout the journey, Ncell is the preferred choice. I've used it personally, and they've got excellent plans, affordable for tourists. You get plans from 3 days to 7 days to 21 days, so you can decide which plan you want. Network is very good on the SIM card, and by default, you will be connected throughout your entire journey, and it will help you connect with the locals when you are to book your taxis, your bus, and even your hotel stays. If you want to communicate with anybody locally, the Ncell SIM will come very handy. Now, UPI was supposed to start between Nepal and India. It is started, but there's a limit on the number of transactions you can do. So it's not very convenient. Hence, you will need to carry cash. If you're someone who's planning on going shopping, then budget a minimum of $200 to $300 just for shopping, because Nepal is crazy, like I mentioned in the start of the video, for shopping. So pack a bag accordingly, and if you want, you can even buy a North Face first copy duffel bag to bring back your things from Nepal. Now, when it comes to safety in Nepal, Nepal is an extremely safe place. It's just that you do not venture out in the night in places like Tamil or in Pokhara, because that's the time when the gangs take over. The locals in these places have themselves claimed that after dark, the place turns into a complete hellhole, and it's not at all a safe place to be roaming around. So do not lurk around in Tamil after, I would say, 10:30 level. Once the shop starts shutting, do not be the last one over there, because you'll get stranded. Food in Nepal is amazing. No matter where you go, you'll get amazing food, from continental to local food to Indian to Chinese. You name it, you'll get it. You'll get all kinds of cuisine, because it's the base to go to Everest. So by default, the food is outstanding. If you are a foodie, Nepal is the place to be. The momos, the tuppa, the sizzlers, the pizzas, you name it, and everything is top notch. It is up to the world standard. In fact, the food in Nepal will amaze you to an extent that you will wonder, why is the food not highlighted about this country? It's that good and that extraordinary. Now, another quick tip about Nepal is that it's a very dusty place because of the road construction and building construction happening all over. So by default, carry a face mask with you if you're someone who's allergic to dust, because it's a very dusty place. And at the same time, when you're going around, make sure that you always have a water bottle with you, because it's pretty humid in the daytime and you will end up feeling very thirsty. And having a bottle with you is a lifesaver. You do not want to get dehydrated while exploring in Nepal. Entry fees are pretty much prevalent all over, from the Darbar squares to every place that you go to. Just carry enough cash with you so that you can get through without any hassle. Now, if you're someone who's planning a trip to Nepal, we do have trips to Nepal. You can click on the link in the description and you'll get all the details related to our trip. If you have any queries related to your own personal travel to Nepal, then leave a comment in the comment section. Do not message us or call us, because we are not going to be replying to your queries without enrolling for the consultation, which is a paid service for anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 depending on your query. And the final thing is, till our next video for Nepal, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed. I hope this video has helped solve your doubts for Nepal in January.